In today's world, we are often faced with an overwhelming number of demands, goals, and distractions that take us away from the most important thing, improving ourselves as individuals. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece and developed in Rome, remains highly relevant today. This system teaches us how to maintain resilience and inner harmony without being swayed by external circumstances. It focuses on developing mental strength, the ability to self-control, and mindfulness in our actions. Stoics such as Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus believed that happiness and inner peace depend not on what happens around us, but on how we respond to events. In a world where we cannot control everything that happens, Stoic philosophy encourages us to improve what we can actually change, our thoughts, habits, and attitudes toward life. As Epictetus said, we cannot change events, but we can change our attitude toward them. Stoicism reminds us that self-improvement is a process, not an end goal. From a Stoic perspective, it's important not only to strive for happiness, success, or peace, but to work on ourselves every day. These daily efforts, akin to training the mind, strengthen us, make us more mindful, and help us cope with life's challenges. Improving self-control, developing tolerance, discipline, and inner peace lead us to true freedom, freedom from external influences. In Stoic philosophy, improvement does not imply a pursuit of status, external success, or material wealth. It is not a path to career growth or social recognition. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to focus on strengthening our character and developing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. These inner qualities allow a person to overcome any difficulties without losing peace or purpose. Stoics urge us to focus on what is within our control and not worry about what lies beyond it. This philosophy helps us maintain clarity of mind and avoid the anxieties related to unpredictable events. By following this approach, we not only learn to adapt to the world, but also develop qualities within ourselves that provide the strength to overcome any life challenge. 10 daily practices for improvement from a Stoic perspective. These 10 things, which we will explore in this series, will serve as a roadmap for personal development based on Stoic principles. Each of these practices will not just be a list of tasks or habits, but an aspect of life that Stoics embraced. In each part, we will examine how to improve specific character traits and skills that lead to a more harmonious and resilient life. In each section, we will break down a particular principle and look at it through the lens of Stoicism. Each step will be accompanied by practical recommendations so that you can apply these insights to your daily life. Part 1. Self-control. The foundation of Stoic practice. In Stoic philosophy, self-control is seen as one of the most important virtues, as it is the cornerstone of personal growth and resilience. The Stoics believed that we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This idea is central to the practice of Stoicism, as it helps us navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Self-control is not just about restraining negative emotions or desires. It is about mastering ourselves, being mindful of our thoughts, and making conscious decisions that align with our values. When we develop self-control, we become less susceptible to the fluctuations of life. We are able to maintain composure during difficult times and not allow external circumstances to disrupt our inner peace. Self-control is crucial because it is directly tied to our ability to live according to nature and reason. For the Stoics, living in accordance with reason meant exercising the power of our rational mind over our impulses, desires, and irrational thoughts. Without self-control, we risk being led by our emotions, which can distort our perception of reality and prevent us from making wise decisions. By practicing self-control, we develop a sense of inner stability. We no longer react impulsively to external events, but instead choose how to respond with intention. This gives us greater freedom because we are not bound by the whims of our emotions or external circumstances. The first step in improving self-control is becoming aware of your emotions as they arise. The Stoics believed that emotions are the result of our judgments and beliefs about events. When we feel anger, frustration, or anxiety, it is often because we are attaching value to something that is outside our control. By recognizing our emotional reactions, we can pause and question whether they are justified or not. This awareness allows us to choose how to respond rather than reacting impulsively. Mindfulness is a key tool in developing self-control. By being present and fully engaged in the moment, we reduce the likelihood of being swept away by distractions or overwhelming emotions. Practicing mindfulness allows us to recognize when our thoughts are drifting or when we are being consumed by negative emotions. By bringing our focus back to the present moment, we regain control over our responses. The Stoics encouraged us to challenge irrational or exaggerated thoughts. When we face difficulties or setbacks, our first reaction might be to view them as catastrophic or insurmountable. Instead of allowing these thoughts to control us, we can examine them rationally and put them into perspective. Ask yourself, is this situation truly as bad as it seems? Can I control it, or is it beyond my power? By questioning our initial reactions, we gain control over our emotions and avoid making impulsive decisions. To develop self-control, it is helpful to set clear intentions and goals for your life. By having a purpose, we can align our actions with our values and avoid being swayed by fleeting desires or distractions. Every action you take should be in service of your long-term goals rather than immediate gratification. This practice helps to strengthen your resolve and reduces the temptation to act impulsively. One of the most important aspects of self-control is the ability to delay gratification. In a world that promotes instant satisfaction, this can be particularly challenging. However, the Stoics understood that true freedom comes not from indulgence, but from mastering our desires. By practicing delayed gratification, we strengthen our self-control and improve our ability to make decisions that are in line with our long-term well-being. When we develop self-control, we experience several benefits that improve our quality of life. First, we are able to maintain a sense of peace and stability, regardless of external circumstances. This allows us to make clearer decisions and respond thoughtfully to challenges. Self-control also enables us to cultivate other virtues, such as patience, wisdom, and perseverance, which are essential for living a good life. Moreover, self-control fosters a greater sense of personal responsibility. We begin to take ownership of our actions and decisions, recognizing that we have the power to shape our lives. Rather than blaming external factors or circumstances, we take responsibility for how we respond and how we grow. In summary, self-control is a fundamental Stoic practice that serves as the foundation for living a life of virtue and purpose. By developing self-control, we gain the ability to manage our emotions, make thoughtful decisions, and maintain inner peace in the face of adversity. In the next part, we will explore another key Stoic practice: responsibility for our thoughts and actions. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching this first part on self-control as a core Stoic principle. If you found value in this video and want to continue building a more resilient, purposeful life with Stoic insights, please consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss the next part in this series, where we'll dive into the importance of taking responsibility for our thoughts and actions. Each principle we explore builds on the last, so be sure to stay with us on this journey through the transformative wisdom of Stoicism. See you in the next video.